Hello, guys. So, this is the first live stream I've done in a long time. And it's all changed. It's all changed. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Yeah, so it's all changed here. Live used to be done through Google Hangout, and now this seems to be directly via YouTube, which is grand. Much easier. It looks nicer. The interface is definitely a lot easier to deal with. So that's happy times. And look, we can do emojis and everything. This is cool. I like this. So yeah, I would like to start doing live streams here again and trying to connect with some of you guys. So yeah, I might set up a schedule. So I thought I would come on now, one, just to see who was around and obviously chat with you guys, answer questions, get to know you all a little bit. And secondly, to explain the name change of the channel. Now, obviously, if you're a regular viewer to Oh Boy Reviews, you'll know it's always been Oh Boy Reviews. But recently, I had to change that to Oh Boy Reviews After Dark. Now, the reason is kind of, is it twofold? Well, whatever. The reason is this. This channel here is just going to be sex toy reviews. That's it. And obviously, with the changes that YouTube made to its monetization, I no longer make money from these videos, which is a shame. So I have set up, well, not set up, I've renamed another channel which I used to run, which is now just Oh Boy Reviews. So we have Oh Boy Reviews and Oh Boy Reviews After Dark, which is obviously this channel here. So Oh Boy Reviews is going to be just everyday reviews. So it's basically a channel that hopefully I can grow and get sponsorship for and get companies involved with to send products for review. I haven't managed it so far, so I'm going to be going out at some point and purchasing some products that can be reviewed over there to try and make some money. Now, if you follow me on various different social media outlets, you will also know that I have set up a few. Yeah, it is, and it seems to be working quite well. I get a relatively good amount of hits on it, and it does generate some income. Certain companies that I've worked with in the past do, oh Jesus, what's it called? Affiliate marketing. So I do make some money from people purchasing items that I review here on this channel. But one of the other things that I've done, like I was saying, just to backtrack a bit, is set up a premium service with a site called OnlyFans. Now, OnlyFans is a subscription service. So it kind of runs along my Twitter and Instagram, and also another channel that I run, which is called Tummy Rubber One, which is more kind of kink related, that particular channel. It's kind of smoking, belly play, and all that sort of stuff. Now, with the OnlyFans site, like I said, that is a subscription service, and that is 100% adult content. So that is full nudity. That is playing with the toys that I get sent for review. So for anyone that wanted, I've had several people asking about seeing the toys in action and seeing me using the toys. So that is now only going to be posted over on the OnlyFans page. It isn't just using the toys. There are other videos up there as well, all adult natured. So yeah, that is an over 18 subscription service. You'll find links to that in the description box below. if anyone wants to check that out. But like I say, that is a subscription service. But if you want to see free content, then check out my Twitter page, because for every video that I post on OnlyFans, I will post a clip, and it is literally just like 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds from each video that goes up onto that page to kind of try and entice people, and also give a little something as well to people that want to see a little bit more of me and what I do. So yeah. So I do have one other item in my arsenal at the moment that I have been sent to review, and actually haven't got around to doing it yet. I've had it for about a week. I've had a little play with it, but it's, let me show you. Do a little kind of a first look kind of thing, I suppose. Happen to have it at hand. So this is called the Ride Me. This was a company that actually approached me for a change. I didn't have to approach anybody to get this, so that's kind of cool. And this is it. So it's basically a vibrating cock ring. So you've got your two little restraining bits here. So that's going to sit where your kind of main vein is to help maintain an erection, I suppose. To be honest with you, I don't know this brand either. I've never heard of them before. And like I say, they approached me and asked if I would mind doing it. And then with the vibrating section, you've obviously got these bunny ears, which are very soft, just to demonstrate that. And I've been told that they can be used for like nipple stimulation, stimulation of the phenum, the scrotum, and whatever else you want to stick it on, really. And you've also got this little bunny nose, I suppose. I don't really know what that's for. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And it does say, kind of show you in the instruction manual, that it is also used for clitoral stimulation. Obviously, I don't have a clitoris, and I am in a same-sex relationship, so I'm going to be very limited to what I can say about this toy. I believe the manufacturer, or at least the company that sent it to me, know that I'm in a same-sex relationship. So I don't know. I did offer it out to a friend of mine to play with, and then give me her feedback on it. So I'm probably going to end up doing that as well, because like I say, I'm going to be very limited to what I can say, because I don't think that as a same-sex couple, we can really use this to its full potential. But I mean, it's quite powerful. I'll switch it on. I don't know if you'll be able to hear. To be honest, I actually don't really know where the fucking microphone is on this laptop, but it's got multiple speeds and different patterns. You can probably see better the vibrations from the ears rather than hearing it. But it's got several different multiple patterns. And it does vibrate pretty well, and kind of, if you test it as you would a dildo on the end of your nose, it does kind of have a nice bit of vibration to it. And that also comes down into the ring section as well. Don't know if you can see that kind of vibrating a little bit. And obviously it's waterproof and fully rechargeable. So yeah, that's one I've still got to review with the limited anatomy that I have. So I'm probably going to get that recorded on Monday, because I've been working my day job quite a lot, doing overtime, because I'm trying to get the money together to go back down to England to visit family. Because that's another change, actually. Since I last done a live video, I've moved from Devon, which is down in the south of England, all the way up to Glasgow, up in Scotland. So literally from one end of the country to the other. So it's been a massive financial drain. I'm absolutely skint, which is why I'm really kind of pushing a lot of these products and trying to push my OnlyFans page. hello, guys, everyone that's just joined and one's just left, but hello anyway. Yeah, so I'm trying to push as much as I can to try and make money to be able to afford to live up here. I mean, it is a lot cheaper up here than it was when I was living down south, but I've got a trip to England in a week's time. I'm heading down there next Sunday to see family. I've got my car MOT due next month as well, because that's due, and I actually need to get a new car because the fans keep breaking on this car. There's an issue with the electrics. It's a Renault, so you'll probably know Renault quite well, being French, and how many electrical issues they have. But I've already had it fixed twice, and it's costing me a fortune to maintain it and keep it running. And with it being so cold up here, I certainly do need to have the fans working to be able to demist my windscreen and generally keep warm. So yeah, I need to get a new car as well, ready for the winter. So yeah, it's an expensive time. It really is. But I'm much happier up here. It's a lovely part of the country. Scotland is great. The people up here are majoritively friendly. Although I did witness a rather nasty attack yesterday outside a pub where I work. I don't work in the pub. The pub's across the road from where I work. But somebody got absolutely levered, which was an absolute shame. But by all accounts, from what I can gather, the guy deserved it. So he got his justice. But that's another story for another day, I'm sure. And for those of you, again, who are regular viewers, you will notice that the grey in my hair and in my beard has, yeah, it's coming in thick and fast now. It really is. It really is. I was hoping that I might have seen Tubbs pop in. Hey, another person from France. Hi, Mike. Welcome. Welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, so it's all exciting. I'm trying to get work as well in adult entertainment industry. I've applied to several different studios. Why so many French? I don't know. I guess the French are horny devils, I suppose. So yeah, I've applied to a couple. I had a response from one company, but after doing a bit of research, it seems that they're a bit of a scam. So I've left that alone. It's actually kind of difficult to find producers here in the UK. If I was in America, it would be great. There's loads of them, but here in the UK, we seem to have quite a shortage of good quality porn producers. So that's kind of sitting on the back burner at the moment, which is why, again, I'm trying to push my marketing and my branding and my videos as much as possible, because I might end up, if I can get the equipment together, starting my own little studio, and as well as recording videos of myself with other people, also trying to produce videos of, you know, other people that don't feature me. I understand that I'm not necessarily everybody's bag. But I do have my fans, which is nice, and I enjoy my fans, and hopefully they enjoy me as much as I enjoy them, which is the way things should be. I like to think that everyone that watches my content enjoys it and gets something out of it. Yeah, I know this is quite true. I used to use Cam 4 quite a lot. I've kind of steered away from that. But you know, online live streaming and live sex shows and stuff, you're absolutely right. It really is very much a female industry. But you know, it's one of them. You know, especially with, you know, there being so much porn available for free online, people are kind of not wanting to spend money on it anymore. So it's making the industry a lot more difficult, one, to get into, and two, to make money from. I mean, I've spoken to people who do make who do appear in adult movies, and they're not making anywhere near what people used to make. You know, the lucky guys are lucky to getting, you know, £60 an hour, which is a lot less than people used to get back in the day. Since the internet has come about and the wonderful world of free porn, which, you know, we all use it, and it's great. It serves its purpose. And to be fair, if there's a particular guy I see online that I enjoy watching, I'll go and pay for his content as well. You know, it's one of them. I think it's important to show your appreciation to these guys. You know, they don't have to do it. I mean, I'm sure they enjoy the work, and I'm sure, you know, they get paid for it. But showing your appreciation by buying it, and it's the same with kind of like illegal downloads and stuff. People need to make money. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they do. I mean, one, they do it for the enjoyment of what it is they're doing, what they're recording, whatever. Whether it's a musical artist, you know, a movie director or an actor, you know, whether they're in mainstream acting or in adult industry, you know, people need to earn a crust. And I think it's important that we still remember that, and that we don't just illegally download everything. I think that's really not a good way of being. It's dishonest and it's not good. I don't like it. So yeah, although I will listen to music on, you know, YouTube and stuff for free, I will go out and buy people's albums if I enjoy them, and, you know, and they're good artists. I'll pay for their music or for their movies, or to go to their concerts and things like that. But I think there's a place for free content, and I think there's also a place for paid content. And I think people need to start putting their hands back in their pockets and paying people for what it is they do and what they produce, and not just be stealing it, because it's no different really illegally downloading a movie or an album to going into your local supermarket or music shop and stealing the DVD or the CD. It's no different really. It's just easier, you know. And because it's easy doesn't mean it's right or it's any less a crime than shoplifting. So I've just gone off on a complete tangent. I understand. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's that. What else is going on at the moment? Yeah, absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, although they're probably enjoying the live shows themselves, you know, they are putting time, effort, and money into doing these shows for you. Hi, Mike. How are you doing? Yeah, so they're investing their time, their money, you know, on equipment. Cameras are not cheap, you know. Clothing, if they're wearing any, the toys that they use, you know, it's no, I don't need that, thank you. Thanks for subscribing, Mike, appreciate that. Yeah. So yes, as I was saying, I've still got this one toy left to review. I do have a promise of a couple other items coming from Lovints, I think they're called. I can never say their name properly, and they have pulled me up about it in the past. But they're sending me a couple of other items very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to getting those. They did tell me what they were, and I can't for the life of me think what they are. But have you seen Fake Omnibod? No, I haven't. Fake Omnibod seizures. Am I reading that right? Yeah, there's loads of remote controlled toys out, and there's reviews for them on my channel. They're not Omnibod. They're made by Lovent. There is the Hush, the Edge, and which are both kind of anal toys. One of them is a plug, and the other one is a prostate and perineum stimulator. And then they also do a female vaginal insertion one, and I can't for the life of me think what that one's called. But they are fun, and they're great on live cam shows because you can set them to vibrate or pulse or whatever when people send tokens or tips or whatever you want to call them, depending on the platform that you're using. And they are a lot of fun, and it does help with the interaction between the viewer and yourself, which is really nice, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can be powerful, but again, they can be set to different levels. So, you know, if you're tipping like 10 tokens, you might have it set to vibrate at the lowest level. Whereas if someone was to tip like 100 tokens, for example, you'd have it maxed out. And you can also set how long it vibrates for as well. So like I said, your one token at the lowest level might only vibrate for a couple of seconds. Whereas if you were to tip your 100 at the full level, they might set it to continue vibrating for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever. But what you can also do with a lot of these devices is give your viewers give them 100% control of the device. So you would download an app, or it would take you to a web page where you can then change the settings as you like, put it on for as long as you want, put it on, you know, max, or speed it up, slow it down, and all that stuff. And that can be really good fun. And I've done that and made a good amount of coin off that. So that's always worth asking for if the person that you're viewing has that capability, and most of them do. No, I don't, unfortunately. I actually don't have any of the wand type devices. I believe that's one of the items that Love Nth is going to be sending me. It's like your Mr. Hitachi, the magic wand, or the Doxy, or any of the magic wand type personal massagers. But Love Nth is developing some attachments for theirs, which is going to be try and make it more male user friendly. Because when I started talking to them about sending me that device, they were a little bit apprehensive because they've seen guys inserting it, which it isn't really designed to be done. Obviously, it can be done depending on your level of experience with anal play. But they're developing at the moment, and they've had a couple prototypes back which they're not happy with. But I believe they're still working on some new attachments for it for anal stimulation and such like. I know these sort of devices can be great if you use them on like your phenom, or on your gooch or whatever. I've tried the Doxy. When I was down in England, a friend of mine was a former friend was a professional dominatrix, and she had some amazing toys. Your electro stims, your Doxys, big plugs, lots and lots of different things. And the Doxy, I think, was just amazing. It was so good. It had more than 2 settings, but it's an absolutely amazing toy, and it can be used really, really efficiently for edge play. You can get it at a nice level where you're stimulating the guy's junk just enough to keep him happy, but not enough to let him finish, which it's very, very enjoyable to watch. It's kind of cruel, you know. It puts them right on the edge of finishing, but doesn't quite give them enough to allow them to finish. So those can be a lot of fun. You are right, and I will get one at some point, but just not at the moment. I've got other priorities to purchase before I go looking at buying any more sex toys. In fact, I might even just fucking start a dungeon, you know, open my own dungeon and get some clients in and start making some dollar. In fact, there's already a dungeon in Glasgow and they rent out the space. I might have to speak to them about doing that and getting some clients in. I think they have several rooms as well with various different furniture and apparel. So that could be fun. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Love it. What do I think of open relationships? Absolutely love open relationships. I don't see anything wrong with having an open relationship as long as both parties are happy with it. I've been in a relationship and wanted to open that relationship up, and my partner at the time wasn't, when I first broached the subject, wasn't up for it. But over time, they kind of changed their mind and said, yeah, go for it. And I said, look, that's fine, but you've got to be open to it. You've got to want to do it yourself. You know, it's all very well and good me going out and getting my kicks elsewhere, but I want you to be doing it as well. It can't just be a one-sided thing. And I think that the person in question only really agreed to it because they wanted me to be happy and to be fulfilled, and they weren't really happy with the situation. Needless to say, that relationship did end. That being said, I am in a monogamous relationship at the moment, and have been for the past, 3 years now, I think it's been. But I think under the right circumstances, I think open relationships can be very, very healthy. I see nothing wrong with having your vanilla ice cream at home and then going out and having a little bit of, you know, mint chocolate chip, you know, or whatever. I think it can be very, very healthy. But like I say, it's got to be done with two willing parties, with the mutual understanding that at the end of the day, you come home to each other. And I think if you love each other enough, I think any relationship can withstand it. But there has to be that love. Absolutely. I'm conflicted about it, especially once people get married. I feel like it's like plain and almost an expected option for gay males. Yeah, I think in the gay world, it does tend to be more prolific. But I mean, men are just hornbags, you know. If we get the option to put it in something, we're going to put it in something. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's, you know, another man or a glory hole or, you know, a toy, you know, we'll get off when and whenever we fucking can. I can't see myself sharing my husband, like almost all or nothing, maybe greedy or just insecure. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It really isn't. But I think if you're not happy with the situation, then don't agree to it at the end of the day. You know, you, like I say, you both have to be 100% happy with it, or it's not going to work, because it's just going to cause arguments and conflict, And like you say, jealousy, you know, and it's not about being greedy. It's about, you know, wanting to have that one person that you share intimacy with, you know, and not wanting anybody else to tarnish that. And that's almost what it is. Naming and shaming. I like it. I think at the end of the day, if your partner loves you, they will understand and they will make sacrifices. I mean, that's what a partnership is. It's about sacrifice. Do you know what I mean? If he leaves you, then you're probably better off without him in the first place. Do you know what I mean? If somebody's willing to put you through the upset, the emotional drain, then they're not worth it at the end of the day. That's just my personal viewpoint. As healthy and great as an open relationship can be, and I believe it can be just as destructive. Which is why I say, you know, both parties have to be 100% happy with the situation, or you just don't agree to it. There has to be mutual love, mutual respect, and mutual understanding, whether you're in a gay relationship or a heterosexual relationship. Most definitely. I need to make notes because I need to. I could do a whole video on this. Where do you stand on having like threesomes or moresomes, whatever you want to call it? Yeah, I understand what you're saying with that, and I think gay marriage is a bit of a weird one. It really is. I'm not married. Okay, I'm wearing a ring, but we got engaged about 2 years ago, and we've never actually got around to getting married because it's an expensive thing. Do you know what I mean? Getting married is very expensive. Boyfriend and a husband. I mean, what is the difference between a boyfriend and a husband, really? Apart from a bit of paper, you know? That's really, nowadays, all marriage is. You know, back a few years ago, we had tax breaks and tax reliefs when you were married, but nowadays, certainly here in the UK, we don't have that. You know, there's no monetary value in getting married anymore. There just isn't. So it literally is, you get married here, it's a bit of paper and standing in front of your friends and family and saying, yeah, we love each other and we're going to spend the rest of our lives together. And then 6 months, maybe a couple of years down the line, you get divorced and end up paying a lot more fucking money. So I've never been massive on marriage, whether it's gay marriage, straight marriage, whatever, just because I think there's no sanctity left in marriage. I don't think people take it as seriously as previous generations do. I agree with that. You know, I think in 50 years' time, I think we're going to be hard pressed to find couples that have been married for 50 years. Do you know what I mean? You know, my grandparents, they were married for 56 years, and they were literally death to us part. They died. But I don't think we're going to see that in years to come. I really don't, because nowadays people rush into it. You know, they marry the wrong person. they can't get past the 7-year itch, you know, and certainly within the gay world, you know, I mean, gay relationships have always been very kind of promiscuous. That's kind of, at least that's the stereotype of it. So I don't know that having that bit of paper to say that you're legally a couple is really ever going to change anything. And I think regardless of being married or not, if guys are going to stray, guys are going to stray. And, you know, girls are as well, I suppose. I can't really speak from experience because I'm not a girl, although some people would say I am. But yeah, marriage is a difficult one. And I suppose you are right in a sense there should be kind of something that differentiates a boyfriend from a husband. But then again, looking at it from an oldie worldy point of view, the difference between a boyfriend and a husband would have been a boyfriend you would go and visit, or girlfriend you would go and visit, and then when you get married, you live together. That was the difference. But nowadays, you know, people live together for years before they even get engaged, let alone get married. You know, you got married because you loved each other or because you were having kids, you know, and that's all changed nowadays. People are having kids and living together and settling down way before marriage even happens. So that difference between the boyfriend or girlfriend, depending on your preferences, has really become quite blurred. You know, nowadays, like I say, it is just a piece of paper. No, you're absolutely right. It should be. But then, you know, talking about the Jesus in you, he's not, apparently, according to the church, he's not particularly okay with the whole gay marriage situation. Although it is a legal union, even like in the UK, you can a gay couple can go to church and get married. The church doesn't recognize that marriage. Go figure. It's just the government that recognize it, not the church. So, but you're right. There should be some sort of difference, and whether that difference is, you know, being 100% monogamous, only sleeping with each other, only sharing each other intimately, is another thing. Oh, right. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It should be something more, but I don't think it is. You know, I look at married couples and I don't see anything different between them and me and my partner. You know, we've been together for, like I say, 3 years or so now. And they don't seem any different. I mean, they're skinter because they've just spent, you know, a minimum of $3,000 on a fucking wedding. But I don't see anything different after marriage. If anything, marriage seems to put things back. Weddings cost a lot, a hell of a lot. I mean, my ex got married a couple of days ago, and as much as it looked like they had a really lovely day and it looked like it was really special, I'm pretty sure that, you know, 2 days later, they're back to walking the dogs, you know, cooking dinner, doing everything they used to do, but now they have the same surname and a piece of paper that says they do. I'm gonna have to really give this some thought. The whole what differentiates what differentiates a boyfriend to a husband. I might even ask my ex that, what he thinks. Yeah, back to everyday normal life. I really am going to have to give this some thought because I really can't, like right now, think. Do you think guys are more attractive if their profile says they are taken? That's a difficult question. Sometimes I wonder. I think it's. I think in a sense, yes. Not in a physical attractiveness, but in the sense that it becomes a challenge. Do you know what I mean? You need to tempt them away from their man and get them into your bed. So I think in a sense, I would have to say yes. I mean, straight men, straight men that are in relationships, absolutely, 100%. They are much more appealing. If you can turn a straight guy, you get double points, I'm telling you. But I think, yeah, it's the game, like you say, and it's be back, gonna refresh. All right, okay, no worries. Yeah, I think it's knowing that you shouldn't be doing it, you know, more than anything, because it's that old thing about, you know, being told you can't have something makes you want it even more. You know, when you're told not to press that red button, you know, when you're told not to touch that, don't go there, don't go in there, don't drink that, don't eat that, it makes you want it even more. And I think the same is applicable with guys or girls. If you're told you can't have that person, you're going to want them even more, not necessarily because you want them, but just because you've been told you can't have them. Do you know what I mean? You're not allowed to have that one. He's off limits. You're going to naturally want it even more. I mean, I can say that from personal experience. You know, I was told once that, no, you can't go with that guy. He's my ex. You know, he's off limits. And I'm like, okay, I won't touch him. I promise. Yeah, fast forward to the morning after, and I'm waking up in the guy's bed. And that was really because I was told I couldn't. I mean, yeah, he was a nice guy and he was good to look at and he was fun to be around. But I went home with him because I was told, don't go back with him, don't go home with him, don't sleep with him. Being told I couldn't have him made me want him even more. It turns out that I shouldn't have gone home with him. After all, there were things I didn't know and things I should have known. But, you know, we learn from our mistakes. But that's just the nature of the beast, I suppose. Okay, so I've waffled on now for nearly 44 minutes, and everyone seems to have gone. So I'm gonna end this live broadcast now. It's given me some ideas for some videos, some topics that I can discuss later on down the line. Because I'm thinking, oh, okay, oh, you're back. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I've got other things I need to get on with. It's nearly 8 o'clock. I got to pick up my partner at 9, and I still haven't sorted out anything for work tomorrow because I'm doing a 12-hour shift, which is going to be fun at my day job, which I wish dearly that I could give up, but can't because one needs to live. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now, guys. Thank you so much for coming in and watching. I will probably start doing this. Oh my God, I'm sorry, man. That's terrible. Yeah, shit. I don't know what to say to that. I hope your brother is okay. Yeah, that's terrible. Fuck. I'm a nervous laugher. Okay, I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's not funny. It's very serious. But it's a nervous laugh. I don't know what the fuck to say. I'm sorry. I hope your brother's okay. Go and be with your family, and yeah, show him the love and support that he needs at this time, because you know. And I will put up a prayer myself for your brother and your family. But yeah, I've got some good ideas. So this video hasn't been a complete waste of time. I've enjoyed talking to you all, but it has given me some ideas on video topics that I can cover later on, as well as doing the reviews, doing some more kind of fun videos and chatty sort of videos for you all anyway. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. 46 minutes now, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, and like I say, thank you very much for watching. I will try and do more regular live streams and even publicize about them, so you all know when they're going to be. I'm always good. I am a saint. You take care, guys. Yes, I'm sure.